Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be continuing our road to rank 1 for May 2024, and as you can see I am currently already up to 5th place, 2790. I played some of these games. I did much of this climb from like 2730 or so to 2790 on stream last night, so if you want to check out that, you can go to my Twitch and look at the VODs. I won't upload the VODs here on YouTube, just because it's a lot of gameplay. But what I'm here to do is record what is hopefully going to be us getting up to 2nd place. We're 19 points below 2nd, and I've had winning tiebreakers on everyone I've been tied with so far this season, so hopefully that will continue. And then I will, getting 2nd place is just the next milestone on our path to rank 1, which is going to require us to gain another 210 points. Again, I've still been playing entirely Push OTK, so that's what we're going to stick with until it stops working, but I'm having a ton of fun with the deck, and it seems to be working so well for me right now. So with that, let's roll the intro and get into the games.
What a performance there by J-King.
J-King, full plot armor.
J-King is pushing himself into the ranks of the legend.
J-King is our world champion! J-King 7! What? The back-to-back Cards world champion!
Alright, first game is against US. Gonna keep the convoy, gonna mulligan the other 3. Enemy contact is sometimes not terrible to keep. The issue is if you play something like a Red Devils, then I can't actually play it, and I'd rather look for a sickle to remove something like this. We're gonna play the timely supplies, just in case we get a sickle. We got a naval power, and I'm gonna hold it back because we have the Crusader. And, like, you know, he might 99th this or something. Top deck Red Devils is pretty good for him. I'll throw out the convoy. He's got to put more pressure on the board than just this, so he's almost certainly going to play at least one more unit. And now we can drop the naval, or the supply shortage. And it's somewhat worth considering dropping a naval power here. I think I would rather next turn do Crusader, naval power the 35T, and then naval power either the 5th Rangers or the Sherman he's probably going to drop here. If that is the case, hopefully the buff lands on the 35T. It means I do take 1 more damage this turn on the Sherman turn, but it also means that the naval power is not wasted. Draw another naval power. So, pin both of these, and the 35T is functionally dead now. And it's not going to be super easy for him to get rid of Crusader. Like, there's some ways. Okay. Duress I'm perfectly fine with, because we have a Bryansk in hand. I'm realizing that my hand is shifted down somewhat, so now you can see my hand much better. And he's put a ton of pressure, but these 2 units die. So I can pin Sherman again. I can just clear, like, pin Sherman, clear the front line, and drop a Bryansk. That seems reasonable. Okay. Air defense is fine. The Sherman was suppressed, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, M10. Another 164th. So this is kind of bad. We're getting into the point where I'm starting to get a little concerned about Blitzkrieg. Okay, I think I'm going to drop the fortification. The Arctic Convoy can find Honey, Bryansk, or Crusader. So I have a 2/3 chance. Okay, sure. That what? Does he have pathfinders? Why would you? Unless you like know your 1/64th is getting the 1 in 3. That play seemed wildly incorrect to me. Alright, we pick up the Crusader, and with how much card draws left in my deck, I feel like we're kind of comfortable drawing 1 on Crusader here. Rather than trying to greed out. Okay, Fortification was definitely not the draw we wanted. We have 3 supply shortage in deck. We also have 3 Sickle in deck. That is quite possibly the worst draw in my deck. So we're going to be dropping this. I probably want to kill the M10. Okay, so we have a, 3 supply shortage in deck. That's about a 1 in 5 to top deck it. Another Sherman's really bad. Into Sherman is really bad. Again, if we find a supply shortage, we're completely fine. Like, we're completely chilling. That's terrible. Could drop Monsoon, trade here. That's 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. And what is that? 12, 20, 24. So I'm dead without also playing Fortification. And I might be dead through Fortification. No, I'd be at 4 health through Fortification if I don't go for this. Well, this is a rough first game against double Duress M10 while we hit next to no card draw and 1 supply shortage. No Blitzkrieg though. So actually we're quite chilling. Like, we can have quite a few draws for card draw into supply shortage. Both Crusaders gone, so we might as well drop the naval power immediately. Again, I think I have, Sincerely Yours 2 Convoy, 2 Timely Supply in deck? 1 Timely Supply? 1 Timely Supply. Okay, if we can find... Well, supply shortage is a start. The question is, do I play Monsoon or not? I mean, I can fully wipe the board, but then what? He, like, just pushes up a 8/8, and I'm almost out of pin. I am out of guide. I might be out of pin, actually. Whereas alternatively, I play supply shortage, keeps a 4/4, I drop to 12. I can't afford to take too much more damage. Yeah, I'm out of naval powers. I'm out of fortifications. I have Sincerely Yours and Honey. think I have to go for conserving health. And hope that I can get out of it. Okay, that's a good start. That's basically a nothing card. That's bad. That's fine. Man, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal first game. And, well, I guess I should have saved the monsoon if I knew that was going to be the draw. Taking way too much damage. I'm, like, shocked he hasn't blitzkrieged me yet. Okay, he's out of 164ths. The Red Dawn draw. Okay. That's an unfortunate game. Man, maybe I could have done things slightly differently, but that just the draws were not there on that game. Minus 19 points. That is one way to start it. So let's get to the next game. Alrighty, game 2, and our opponent is another US deck. Once again, gonna keep this mulligan for Sickle. Speaking of Sickle, did I have 2 Sickle in deck last game? On top of the Convoy, Sincerely Yours? Maybe I'm just misremembering. Alright, so our opponent's not mid-range this time. It is Throp. Now, the question is it Japan ally with, like, Tonys and Burst of Fires, or is it Britain ally with Airborns? Okay, well, he runs 4th Marines, which just seems like a bad card. Alright, well, we've picked up 2 push. Quite early on. Oh, that's terrible. I could drop a supply shortage, start taking away at these guys. That does not seem bad. So it's Japan ally, so that means as long as he doesn't find Costly Victory, he shouldn't have healing. Coastal Howitzer I don't care about. Okay, yeah, again, it's just like if he has Costly Victory, he heals for 14. If he doesn't have Costly Victory, we win. It's just one of those games. And I probably push it, because I'm fine if he spends his entire turn to trade this out. Pushes Howitzer up. Alright. Well, let's pin this guy. The Southern Plan was really annoying. As long as he doesn't have second Southern Plan or not Costly Victory. Am I saying Costly Victory this whole time? I mean, Victory March is the card I mean. Okay, well, we have, like, no British cards in hand, and also our hand is incredibly full. So I'm just going to drop the Crusader for a single draw. And actually, we only need 1 Red Dawn with triple Sickle and 10 credits. Okay, so he goes for the Suppress Bomber. Not bad. So, like, Monsoon Rod's definitely coming out. The question is, what do I Sickle afterwards? Probably the 5th Rangers. I think at this point, it's damage mitigation. And, like, you can kill Crusader for free anyways with Howitzer. Also, this is in his support line, so there's less room for him to play units. Honey Convoy. We pick up a Red Dawn. And do I take out the Howitzer to keep Honey alive? Honestly, I think so. This 4th Marines is going to be too slow to do anything. And also this lets us get the Bryansk to the front line. And now we just have lethal top decks with Red Dawn, which is a 1 in 8. Yep, B-17 is perfectly fine. This guy really committed to the Throp theme. I respect the commitment. Okay, Arctic Convoy, and then probably just supply shortage. Possibly Pioneer supply shortage. Alright, so now we're down to like 1 in 6 top decks for Red Dawn. The bolster's a little annoying. But again, as long as he doesn't find Victory March. Maybe I should have started with Timely Supplies, because if it hits Red Dawn, we win. Although actually, if it hits Red Dawn anyways, we still win. No Red Dawn, no Red Dawn. So, pin that 8-7. As much as I want to play a supply shortage to draw, I actually feel like it's better if we don't. Because then it makes it harder for him to clear. Actually, if I just push up... No, if I push up Pioneer, then I can't Commonwealth next turn. Do I just pass? Yeah, I would love to play a supply shortage so much, but if the supply shortage will kill Coastal Howitzer. And at the moment, it costs him at minimum 4 credits to be able to play another unit. Which means he can't play B-17. Alright, strategic bombing's really annoying. That stops the Commonwealth, but again, we still have a now 1 in 4 top deck for Red Dawn lethal. I mean, should have just killed Bryansk with Howitzer and push up the list Terribles, right? Like, it's so likely we win. I could just do... The problem is I need to start with Monsoon. And if I play Monsoon, then I don't have the credits to win on the following turn. But again, it probably doesn't matter. Okay, so we have double red on bottom 3. Okay, this is now a 2 and 3 chance to top deck lethal, and even if we don't, we have the guaranteed draw with enemy contact. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have Monsoon Rotted, because now, actually, if he stops playing units, like, if he's able to bring me below 30, I guess he has to bring me below 36. And then, do we have any more healing in here? We have a naval power, but I can't play it if he doesn't play units. So yeah, he has to deal 12 damage without keeping units on the board. Seems impossible. And US Japan, there's no countermeasures I have to be worried about. Yeah, he and Bolster's pretty good, but is it really both bottom 2? Okay, both my red dons were literally the bottom cards of my deck. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. Just gonna double check that and I didn't like accidentally play one earlier in the game. Yeah, no, it was both bottom 2. Okay. Well, we're on the board. I can't imagine we're gonna get a ton of points for beating that guy. Yeah, not a lot. But hey, points are points, and let's get to the next game. Alright, Japan. Send back Push, send back Red Dawn, send back Naval Power. I don't hate keeping Crusader. Okay, we have Sickles. He holds back. Why on earth? There's literally zero reason to hold back against Britain. Like, the holding back can sometimes be the correct play. Against Britain, there is literally zero reason to hold back. And he doesn't have an expansion either. Yeah, this could unlock Convoy Naval Power or Convoy 1 or 2 cost order next turn. If he Raiding Brigades it, he Raiding Brigades it, but again, every single unit in my deck can be targeted by Raiding Brigade, so it's never going to be a bad card for him. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. So if we fit 5 units, so Arctic Convoy now draws double honeys if we can find it. And double 35T. Alright. I'm thinking just Crusader Naval Power, one of them. I'm definitely not doing double Bryansk. I don't want to lose on the spot to On the Ascent. And I'd rather hold off on playing Supply Shortage if I can. I feel like the longer he has fewer options, the better it is for us. Because I have a good hand, and he's not putting me under a ton of pressure. Okay, well, 6 unit 2 cost supply shortage is kind of hard to say no to. And I could trade into one of the recons to make him only draw 1, but then we overdraw. So yeah, he's getting the full 4 card card draw off of the scouting party. Man, Raiden Brigade is always the last card they draw. Like, I swear, it's always the top decked Raiden Brigade. Okay, so he's going all face, but his front line dies entirely. And he left Crusader on board. Although Crusader without Honey in this situation is kind of a bit of a liability. We have 2 supply shortage, so we're just going to throw one out. I think we get rid of the Crusader while I can. Finds Convoy. He draws another 2 additional cards from the recons. Yeah, he could on the Ascent this, would be really bad. But how does he follow it up? He's played 235T. Panzergren and then hit Bryansk for 4. That's exactly what he's going to do. I would very much rather not drop a 3rd supply shortage, but it's kind of difficult to see how to make room in hand otherwise. I mean, overdrawing a card, I mean, if it's push, we're in a rough spot. So I think we do this. Okay, well, that's the last supply shortage in our deck. But hey, we got 2 cards deeper in the deck. We're back off of Death's Door. We're back to full health. Oh, is he gonna honorable death it? Force the overdraw? Bombing raid face. Fair enough. Wait, he bombing raided the Bryansk? Draw last? Does he have audacity? Okay, that's a... Honey's a good draw. Let's see what we find. No pin. I can clear the board, but it would use my last supply shortage, which I don't love. Well, it's what we're going for. We have the Crusader fortification, the follow-up. That'll bring us to 9 cards in deck, 8 going into the turn. I could push him. Second Panzergren. Okay, pretty good. He's gone face every time in the past, but this is a Honey rather than a Crusader, so he might actually value healing. He does. Interestingly enough. So this is 3, 7, 10. So I can't Red Dawn, and like I can't Red Dawn into from the people. I have a lot of healing left, or a lot of pin left in deck, I should say. It's a convoy. Yeah. Okay, so we have push, bottom 7. We have some decent ways to draw for it and still combo him next turn. Although I'll probably just go for the honey and bank on combo in the following turn. And getting in some more healing. Oh, that's very good for us. Because he spent his entire turn playing a card that I'm going to pin. Well, we have a 1 in 7 for lethal top deck. Yeah, it's... Well, honestly, if I still hit it off the convoy, I still win. Right? Yeah, bottom 4. So we'll pin this. It's bottom 3, and I'm out of card draw. I can possibly just Commonwealth him next turn, though. He's down Type 94, 235 Ts, 2 Panzergrens, and Sheeden. So he has 2 Blitz tanks left in deck. And he's played Bombing Raid. So yeah, 2 Blitz tanks left in deck might be the only burst damage he has. Maybe Shenano. And those tanks on their own are not enough. He needs that plus like a damage booster, like Type 93 or Naval Supply Run. Send Ion Pioneer to stop Commonwealth. Okay. Well, if he sent Pioneer Company, and then there's the push. Yeah, I don't think there's any way this doesn't work. Well, that was a shockingly close game, with push being like the, what, 4th bottom card of my, no, 3rd bottom card of my deck. But hey, that's actually some very good points. Very good points indeed. We are back to just 23 points off of 2nd place. So let's get to the next game. Alright, next up is Germany. So I can't play Convoy on 3 if I don't play something on 1 or 2. And I definitely can't play Sincerely Yours on 4 unless I play 2 things on 1, 2, and 3. On the other hand, just having Sincerely Yours is generally a good thing in this deck. I don't want Sincerely Yours and Convoy, so we'll keep the Sincerely Yours. Germany's typically slower than something like Japan or even US. Okay. Turn 1 pass. If it does turn 2 War Machine, it's, things are gonna get interesting. Play the honey. It dies, but that doesn't matter because it means we can still play Convoy on 3. Or possibly Fortification on 3 into Sincerely Yours on 4. Probably the Convoy. Although he might be discard. Like, if he's passing this much, he's probably discard. And he's not discarding next turn. So I think I want to get my health in. This also fits my curve better if he passes on 4. I might play like a Panzer H on 4. Okay. Discards Crusaders. Pretty good. Discard Crusader while my hand is triple naval power is pretty good. Finding pushes this early is scary because we have no other combo pieces. We're not going to be killing him anytime soon. And this just means every time he plays discard for the rest of the game, there is an increased chance of us getting blown out. So we're just going to pass. If he just starts commenting us in the face, that's really bad. Yep. Okay, well, we have 2 push now. And with 2 push, that means I can be slightly more aggressive with the card draw. I can afford to overdraw slightly more than before. So what, we're down 2 Honeys and Crusader. We have Pioneer, 2 Bryansk, Crusader in deck for Arctic Convoy. I think we just drop a Monsoon Rod this turn. It's just more expensive to get out of my hand in the future. And like if he plays a big scary threat, it will not be attacking anytime soon. Alright, Pioneer. So now we're guaranteed Bryansk, which is pretty good. This almost certainly dies from the deep. But I think that's fine. Him overdrawing doesn't matter, like, at all. So this is Crusader Bryansk or Bryansk. I would love to pick up a Red Dawn, but I think I need to get this out of hand. Okay, we need to keep the Bryansk for Red Dawn targets. And him being gone from the deep is quite good. Oh, Heinkel. Buddy, you made a mistake. I think we have to drop the Bryansk first. Because he runs Careless, right? Yep. Okay. We're just going to get all of these guys out of our hand. We pick up the Bryansk. It gives him annihilation targets. And our hand is... If he annihilates this, this, or this, we probably lose the game. Oh, he's running healing too. Oh, man, this is terrible. This is absolutely awful. He's gonna Wolfpack. Is he gonna Wolfpack his own Glamour Boy? Why would you Wolfpack Crusader? Sickle discard is bad, but it's definitely not the end of the world. Okay, we finally pick up a Red Dawn. We could kill him next turn. He'll probably play discard, but we could kill him next turn. We also have 2 fortifications in deck. Let's see, it's a 1 in 5 to top deck Red Dawn, which we do. So this is 8, 10, so we don't have the credits to check for countermeasures. But he does not seem to have any. So we can just go in. with the pushes. Okay. That was a very scary game. Every time you're going in with the push combo, if you're against anything that could run countermeasures, it's always like a little scary to actually execute the combo. It's always like, am I missing something? Am I about to get blown out? Okay, we're now 18 points off. Let's keep going. All right, we're against US, and oh my god, what is this hand? I don't necessarily think this is the correct thing to do, to be very clear, but we're going to keep this entire hand. Okay, the sickle keep I was a little sketch about, but he played into it, so we're fine. And pick up the supply shortage is very good. Enemy contact is very good. Okay, there's a decent possibility we win this game on turn 6. Apologies, Aegon. Oh my goodness. We play Pioneer, enemy contact. He could M10 this. Like, I could keep Pioneer in hand to combo him on 7. Rather than playing it for the chance of comboing him on 6. The fact that he has 22nd on board makes me think that it'll probably lean towards playing a blitz unit. Ooh, I would love to play Arctic Convoy this turn, just because it fits my curve so much better than anything else I'm going to be doing here. Problem is, if he M10s this, then my turn, like my following turn's not that good. Also, this just disrupts him, honestly. Like, if he suppresses the Pioneer, he suppresses the Pioneer. I need him to not blitzkrieg me before turn 8, so I can keep a health total. Because he's not going to be healing, right? So, as long as I am above 12 health by turn 8, we are chilling. Okay, he has a 164th printer. Gonna go for the convoy for credit efficiency. And let's just do fortification and then next turn honey. Sincerely yours. Again, he needs to suppress the Pioneer. Which, like, he very well could, and then we're in a bit of a scary position. So what is this? I heal 8. Oh, he has another 164th. So healing 8 to 29, but then he does 22. I could do convoy instead of sincerely yours, and if we find naval power, we're chilling. If I do sincerely yours, surely he trades. So this is going to be 8, 6. So that's 14, 18. He puts me to 11. If he trades, possibly 10. That's not enough. So let's convoy for the naval power. Slash sickle. Slash enemy contact. Well, we're not... Oh, I actually am just straight up dead to Blitzkrieg. Because Skytrain can attack. That's exactly lethal with Blitzkrieg. Alright. Well... Oh, please don't M10. Don't M10. Don't M10. Oh! Oh, the M4. Okay. And, yeah, we would have had lethal through Jasko either way. Apologies, dude. We almost threw that. Okay. Turn 6 win. Easy game. Easy game. And that was a easy 5 points. So now we're 13 points off. Let's get to the next game. Hopefully they're all as easy as that one. Alright, next game is against US again. Pioneer Honey Arctic Convoy seems like a good curve. Very unit heavy curve. 7-11. Is this guy top 10 right now? I know there's somebody top 10 who's like 3 numbers. And Bryansk, okay. It's the wildest unit draw I've ever had. So this is Honey, Bryansk, or Crusader. Well, 2 of Honey, Bryansk, Crusader. Okay, so it's Honey and Bryansk. This is wild. I have 7 units in my deck. I've drawn all 7 of them 8 cards deep. Push Les Terribles. That has got to be a rough play. I guess we just Bryansk pass. I'm running out of unit slots. Like, I would love to Bryansk Honey, but then I can't Crusader. I'd love to double Bryansk, but again, then I can't Crusader. Okay, pushes 5th Rangers up. That is the correct call. If he, I would have said he was trolling if he went for the other one. Naval power, no naval power, but we do pick up a sickle. Yeah, I'll probably just play with the sickle now, just to be efficient with my credits. Again, it's possible this guy is healing. We haven't seen the ally nation. Cool. Bolster me in the face is perfectly fine. No pin yet. But hey, it's turn 6, we're at 33 health, Commonwealth in hand, Pioneer on board, and our HQ is protected now. Plus we managed to get rid of Crusader pretty easily, and we have double convoys to load up with. I wonder if it's going to swap Honey and Pioneer's positions. It is, and he trades. So that's interesting. Okay, there's the naval power. Do we play it this turn or not? Like, the Bryansk is definitely coming out. The question is, am I pinning it on top of the Bryansk? And with the amount of card draw in my hand, I'm kind of leaning towards yes. I don't want him to just have a free trade into the Bryansk. There's a decent chance I monsoon him next turn. Surely this isn't the guy who's top 10. Surely I'm thinking of somebody else. Okay, let's start with Sincerely Yours. Let's just make a little bit more room in our hand again. We have the convoy. Also, we're at 58 health, so we have that going for us. Hab. Okay, that's fine. The Honey Dine is fine. I'd rather keep the Pioneer and lose the Bryansk. Okay, so we just have lethal next turn. Play Bryansk to draw 1. Or, sorry, play Crusader to draw 1, but it kills the, not the Trop, List Terribilis. And it cycles 1. Vicious Salvo. It's a sick Vicious Salvo. I've been getting blown out by this card. The last couple days. I've seen this card like 4 times. Okay, second bowl still pretty good. We can afford to play around countermeasures, and now we don't even have to. It is over. Push, push, and GG. Let's see if this guy was the guy who's top 10. So if this guy is top 10, he is cooking something wild, and we'll have to take a look at his deck. Yeah, okay, no, I was thinking 113, not 711. Okay, here we are though, only 8 points away now. We've cracked the 2800 barrier. Let's get to the next game. Hopefully only 1 or 2 more. Alright, next game is against Germany. Mulligans 3, keeps 1. Do we just mulligan like this? Probably. Finding a convoy would have been nice. Sickle would be nice. There's some argument for pinning that, but I prefer saving it for the Crusader. Oh, here's an interesting question. How much do we greed on the on the supply shortage? Like, I kind of don't want to give him a free Bryansk trade. Bryansk is quite good against him. I could sickle the one in the front line to save a bunch of health. I could sickle the 22nd to stop the card draw. Or I could just pass, because I'm going to be playing supply shortage on turn 3, like 99% of the time. I think it is down to whether or not I play Bryansk or I pass. I think I just pass. I think Bryansk is going to be able to stop more damage in the future. Because the fact is, if he plays 35T, he brings Bryansk to 1. I play supply shortage, and then he just trades the 1 health 35T that will die the next turn anyways into Bryansk. So he's basically trading a 35T 1-for-1 on Bryansk, which is not something I like. Alrighty. I think we leave him with the autocannon for a turn and let the supply shortage double tick. Does let him get a couple more ping damage, but ping damage to my face is fine if I'm sticking the honey, which seems pretty likely in this situation. Like, you could like Yegg Bomber it or something. Then I just probably play Bryansk. Okay, has the Dragon Slayer. Pretty good. If we draw a naval power, that'd be amazing. Oh, this game's just too easy, dude. The game is too easy. And we get the trade on the recon, which means he doesn't double draw. And Germany drawing is scarier because Germany has much bigger cards that can require some issues, that will create some issues for me to have to deal with. Such as that. Alright, so we're definitely getting the supply shortage going. Let's pin the Dragon Slayer and get down Bryansk. I don't love the fact that I have next to no card draw in hand. We did get a bunch of cycles on the Crusader though, so we're pretty good at ways through our deck now. With our 4 draw 2s, or 5 draw 2s still left in deck. Sure. I mean, he gets a Bryansk, which does not matter whatsoever. He gets a card drawn a credit, which is fine. And now FW dies next turn while taking up a spot in his support line, which is good. Not that he could really use it. And Crusader sticks, which is kind of better than I was expecting. So that's happening. This is happening. I could just move up and trade the honey and clear his entire board. I think I would rather go in with the card draw. And enemy contact will put us up to 8 and leave us on 2 credits where we can fortification. And this game is going great. We have not found the pushes or Commonwealth, which is fine. He could Honorable Death to force an overdraw, but very few German decks run Honorable Death, and especially not if they run Out of the Mist, which we've already seen from him. So he should have no healing, no way to force overdraw. And we're at 36 health on turn 8 with Pioneer on board. Southern Plan is quite annoying. Double Southern Plan is incredibly annoying. I could just fortification, move, trade, fortification. The alternative is Sickle Crusader to get 2 Crusaders on the board. That seems bad. So we can force overdraw with either Jägerbomber or Leopold in this situation, I guess. There's the Leo. And we lose a Red Dawn, but that's perfectly fine. I could just Monsoon Sickle this. I mean, Leopold doesn't matter like a lot. I don't think so. At least. We have 2 Monsoons, though. And this fits our curve better. What do we have left in deck? We have a Bryansk and a Honey. So we can do Honey, Arctic Convoy, Bryansk. Okay, there's the push. There is the Bryansk. It does give him a card draw and a trigger of the Schützen, but it trades out 35T. He's able to push 8 damage through on board. But that still leaves us at 41. I think we have 2 supply shortages left in deck. And you might want to trade. Yeah, I can actually get a second card draw and second credit by trading out Honey. But we also have top decks for lethal. Panzergren's a good find. That's a 5/5. Yeah, that's getting bad, but again, we have 2 supply shortages in deck. We have top decks for lethal. So like 3 cards in our deck are insane in this situation. That's probably the worst card in our deck to find. Pin is good. Those are the worst 2 cards in our deck to find. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. I mean, we just have to drop Crusader and Honey, right? Either that, or I allow 1 overdraw and hope we get a 1-cost card to play, or allow a 2nd overdraw. I think we have to do this. Man, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I don't think we're going to be able to Commonwealth this game. Maybe if he goes for the double trade and I top deck supply shortage, and we fully clear the board, and then like he's played a decent amount of his reactive stuff. Or not reactive stuff, but his blitz stuff. Like, has another Panzergren, I believe. Keeps Crusader on board. It's interesting. And those double Southern plans are brutal. Even a single Southern plan, and we would be in such a better position. I can't even Convoy. Like, I can't even Red Dawn Convoy for push in this position. FW's probably fine, because again, if we find a supply shortage, we wipe the board. Oh, sickle. If we sickle into push, we're fine. If we sickle into supply shortage, we're fine. Okay, supply shortage. Thank goodness. And there's the push. The issue now is if he only plays Comet for the rest of the game, he wins. He top-decked Comet. Oh no, he played Recon, so we win anyways. Alright, well, that could have gone terribly, terribly wrong. Thankfully it didn't. Never underestimate your opponent's ability to throw a 1 game. We're up to 4th. First leaderboard change in a while. We are 3 points off. Last game, final boss. Let's get to it. Alrighty, final boss is a Briton who very quickly kept 2 cards. I think I'll keep Fort, not keep Crusader. Well, Britons can struggle to kill Crusader, but the issue is, depending on what matchup this is, I might not want Crusader. Could also be Exile. Like, if it's Ramp or Exile, I can usually... Well, Exile might be a bit too slow to play Crusader. It is Ramp. Yeah, I'm not going to play the Timely Supplies just yet. His Majesty's Chosen. Okay, so it's going to be super greedy Ramp. Okay, Monsoon Supplies, a fine pickup. Milk Trucks. That's very bad. That's next to useless. And that would have been much better to have drawn off the first one. Okay, next time we can just fort maybe enemy contact if he plays something larger. And he plays fortifications. This game's almost definitely a loss. This is already nearly unwinnable. The question is, do we probably toss a supply shortage? No, we'd probably toss a fort. The question is, do we enemy contact or not? I don't know. I both simultaneously need to kill him as quickly as possible. But second fort, like, this is materials? Okay. This guy's cooking. Need to save the sickles. Do I just drop Crusader? Like, I'm gonna need... Hand size is a massive luxury in this matchup. Yeah, sure, ASW Patrol. There's the push. Do I Arctic Convoy and just play whatever unit I find and overdraw the other one? I think so. Hopefully we find Pioneer. Overdrawing Crusader is perfectly fine. If he just does Bomber Face... Okay, he's gonna force the overdraw. That's bad. Naval Power is fine. Convoy into Ultra. If he does Bomber Face, that's... Well, if he does Bomber Face, we probably just Monsoon Supply this board. Bryansk, or not Bryansk, Glamour Boys, sure, naturally. And Monsoon. Kind of weird. I think we just have to do this. Again, if he does Bomber Face, it lets us get damage in with Honey. Commonwealth top deck is awful. We're down both Crusaders, so there's no reason to save this as card draw. So probably just want to get this ticking. Enemy contact, dude. Of course. Another milk truck. Ay, ay, ay. I could go and now deal 23 and a honey attack. I bring him to 15. Put myself to 6, 7. Makes room in hand. Again, clears the bombers. I think we have to go for it. That was very close to not getting that in. Ugh. Like, yeah, if he can heal off... Like, if he can heal off 15, we were just kind of dead. We also might just be kind of dead. Yeah. This is a depressing game. This is basically an unwinnable matchup. P17. Also got a little shafted on complete another lack of card drop, but yep, that is the experience grinding for rank 1. You win some, you lose some, and in this case, we lost pretty bad, 20 points, and we are back down to 23 points away, which I believe is lower than we started at. That's going to be it for this video, though. I will probably go eat some breakfast, continue playing off camera. But thank you very much for watching. If you made it to the end, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, more high-level gameplay, find out how the season ends from my perspective, and I will catch y'all in the next one.